Hi! Gaming theme is pretty much endless. You can talk about any games for hours on end. Today I will show you the top 20 games rising to popularity in USA in the year 2018. Don't forget to subscribe and leave a like before watching. After that you can just sit back, relax and start watching. Let's go! League of Legends. It's a pretty old but still irrelevant MOBA in which the two teams battle over victory between each other. Of course, you can choose between many heroes and abilities for your disposal. Several interesting game modes, maps, and a bunch of interesting content that you will see yourself after entering LoL. Fortnite is one of the most popular Battle Royale games as of now. 100 people land out on a huge island with interesting places. Every few minutes the circle tapers off and the players have to kill each other for the victory royale. Kill skins, big online and constant developer support makes this game a standard to look up to. Hearthstone – Heroes of Warcraft. It is a card game from the Blizzard company. Here you start with basic decks and usual cards. As you progress through the story and the arena, you buy cards of different quality, they get a little bit better and help you defeat your enemy faster. That's basically it. PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. A game that needs no introduction. A neat first and a third-person shooter. The maps here are really long, so I don't recommend you staying outside the circle. Running without transport here takes quite some time. Guns and ballistics are a genre standard because there really is a feel of a weapon in the character's hands. Counter-Strike – Global Offensive. The CS gentleman still holds up. Although the hype really died out, the tournaments in this competitive game are still being held, even with significant prize funds and large onlines during tournaments. A classy choice of guns, tactics and sweaty clutches awaits you. By the way, write down your favorite CS team in the comments. Minecraft. Yes, it's in the top 2 because, you have to admit, even though it's child cubes, it's still the best in its genre, right? So, it's a great sandbox for any age. Build big houses, complicated mechanics, and survive with your friends on a vast cubicle map. World of Warcraft. A titan among all PC MMOs which rooted its position and is never baited by any provocation. You take a side in a war, be it Alliance or the Horde. Of course, there are villains which threaten the game's universe. Upgrade your character, dress him tough, and fight through the dungeons and the arena. Overwatch. Another Blizzard successor with an accent on action. There are plenty of heroes in the game to complete any in-game objective and mow down enemies in crowds. Fans of action mixed with MMOs will like this game because it is simply a nice and an addicting game. Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Siege. It is one of the best team-based shooters as of now, where stamina and tactical knowledge is what brings the victory. It's very cool that the game positions itself as a serious one, and not the one for some toxic bombs. It should with its price tag. Grand Theft Auto 5. It is one of the best city violence and drug trafficking simulators in an American town. The story is beautiful as it always is, but the permissiveness of this game will be everyone's favorite. It doesn't matter if you like shooters or MMOs, the game already won over the States. Dota 2. Yet another MOBA, which is, of course, nothing like League of Legends. One map excluding the mods. About 100 different heroes, each one with own abilities. You can also buy items and craft powerful artifacts out of them. Yet, Dota holds up to its hype confidently and doesn't let its players go with its new heroes and updates. Garry's Mod. A Half-Life engine-based sandbox that turned the usual game into a whole constructor where you can build your own story. You can spawn different in-game items, textures such as fences, walls and objects. In multiplayer, it is just a fun game where anyone can build whatever he wants using familiar gravity gun and a prop spawner. Also, there are different servers like Stalker or Roleplay. World of Tanks. Tanks never went anywhere. They are always relevant and attract even foreign audience. The premise of the game is simple and it's understandable after the first 3 games. It is a base conquest or enemy vehicle demolition. Several hundreds of different vehicles is available in the hangars of the game. They differ in their characteristics, armor, speed and type. So you can just pick a comfortable tank and that's it. It's surprising that it's on the rise in the USA. Rocket League. Continuing on the theme of tank-like games, it seems right to mention competitive racing games where you must win a soccer match in a huge gauge. Any car can be changed cosmetically and any of its characteristics can be upgraded. Good dynamic of a match and head-dizzying gameplay will lure you in if you're a fan of such genre. Monster Hunter World. A recent MMORPG with an open world. In this world lives a vast amount of monsters, which you should hunt while exploring the in-game world. The player has very many different weapons at his or her disposal, abilities and upgrade possibilities. While upgrading the character, the hunt becomes an extremely difficult and a time-requiring process. Warframe. A futuristic game with a large selection of warframes for battling the alien invaders. As well as a set of guns, skins, long in-game maps and fascinating in-game quests, there are beautiful dynamics and a nice community. Donating is present here, but you are able to play without it. For Honor. A brutal and at the same time fun medieval fighting. Games are happening in different modes. 1 vs 1, 3 vs 3 and teams 5 vs 5. Tactic plays a significant role here. The main thing is not to be stupid and take points as soon as possible while defending them from the enemy heroes. Heroes of the Storm. A third MOBA in our list that does not lose its popularity. It's surprising how such games are still relevant and people find themselves there. As always, there is a large set of classes, skills and all, as you say, content that is not like the other games. By the way, the only plus I can see is that the game is made by the Blizzard. At least that's nice. Arma 3. A tactical shooter for fans of almost real combat on vast maps. This game requires a significant knowledge of mechanics and basic tactics understanding. The online here is not too big, yet stable, and is almost lacking in cheaters. Other than that, the game is really good. Also, it is the last and the most unique game in our top. It's very like, or maybe even is, a rhythm game. You need to press certain points with a certain rhythm and do required tasks not to lose. You can use built-in music or put on your own. The game will do everything required for you to complete the tasks. So, that's what they are like, the loved American types of entertainment. All games are picked based on popularity ratings in the USA. And you can confidently say that we picked the most popular games as of now for you, which are loved by the Americans. By the way, almost all games are online. And that's it. If such a rating of games is to your liking, leave likes, subscribe so we, and you, could get into the trending tab. Who am I saying this to? Basically, press the bell and bye everyone!